I'm in the taxi and we're going to the testing station to collect the COVID-19 certificate. And what's happened is my flight is later on today. And my flight is later on today. I needed 72 hours before the flight to get the test. And hello. So I'm on the way to the testing station to get my COVID-19 certificate, the PCR certificate to fly. And the guide was kind enough to collect the test for me, but there was a problem. So the test was supposed to be released today, and they decided that they're not going to release the test today. So my advice is try and get it done as soon as possible. I counted 72 hours to my flight, which meant that I would collect my test today. And yeah, I thought it would be ready yesterday, but it wasn't. The guide got there this morning, Hafiz got there this morning, and the test, they said that the test, they're not releasing the test results today. Hey guys, it's Pam here, and I'm in Zanzibar. You can see the sea behind me. It is very calm. And today, like most of you are interested in, I'm going to get my corona test or COVID-19 test so that I can fly back within 72 hours. I will go vlog what the process is to get the coronavirus test in Zanzibar and where to get that test. So let's go check out where to get the test. Today has got to be one of the most apprehensive days of me traveling. It is not knowing whether the test is going to be positive or negative. I can only fly back if it's a negative test. So it is going to be interesting. It's been a nice trip thus far, but this has always been weighing down on my mind. So hopefully all goes well, holding thumbs. There are 3 official testing stations in Zanzibar for the coronavirus. The 2 that I know of are in Lumumba. There's a lot of traffic this morning. And Migubani. We're on the way to Migubani, which is close to the airport. My suggestion is to get there early or a little bit later. They open around 8 to 8:30. I left my lodge at 7 to get here at 7:30, and there were already 11 people in front of me. There is a notice of the information that's required. You need date of entry into Zanzibar, date of departure, address of the residing hotel, your telephone number, email if you would like the certificate emailed to you. But on this occasion, the email wasn't working and we had to come back and fetch the certificate. But some people prior to this were able to get their certificates emailed. And what's important is you've got to have a copy of your passport, which they will use to verify your details upon collecting the test. Once you come back to collect the test, you need the receipt of the payment. Payment was $80. You need to pay with a Visa card, not a MasterCard, or go to the bank with cash and come back with a receipt. I paid the $80 with my Visa card. Once paid, we moved on to a tent where we were given a number and somebody collated the information for us. Information collected was your name, your flight details, when you arrived, departing, contact number, the lodge you were staying at. You were given a ticket. We waited about 30 minutes. We were called in to the waiting room. It was a short wait and the test took about 1 minute, and it was extremely painful. So that test was really painful and I'm still tearing from it. So Zanzibar has been portrayed as a COVID-free country. From what I can see, people believe that there is no COVID-19 or coronavirus in this country. People don't wear masks and people don't social distance. So it is quite intimidating or daunting to come from a country where it is so regulated and legislated that we need to wear a mask. Here, people just don't wear a mask or social distance. Tourists also don't really social distance or wear masks here. I wouldn't say that it is a corona-free country. You still need to take your precautions, and yeah, so it's been great traveling through, but you do need to take precautions and make sure that it is safety first and travel safely. I hope that you found this useful and will consider traveling to Zanzibar in the future. South Africans love traveling to Zanzibar, and it's about a 3-hour flight. Let me show you my view. That is currently the view as I sit here vlogging. The taxi, and we're going to the testing station to collect the COVID-19 certificate. And what's happened is my flight is later on today, and my flight is later on today. I needed 72 hours before the flight to get the test. And hello, Pamela. Okay, thank you. Bye. So I'm going to a COVID testing station, and I needed the test 72 hours before, and I had to get the test on Wednesday, and today's Saturday. That would be counting 72 hours. We got to the testing station and they say the test results are not ready today, and then suddenly they decided that they will give the test results today. So just going to check that I get the test results, otherwise I've got to change my flight and rebook accommodation and rebook my flight. So holding thumbs that I get the test results today and that I make my flight, which is at 1. Mango flies on Tuesdays and Saturdays. Hopefully I get the results now. So I was just told by the guide that they gave the test results and that the test is negative. So I'm really happy now that I can fly my flight. We're still on time to get to the airport. If I couldn't get the test results, I wouldn't be able to fly today. There's still a lot of traffic at the moment, but we're on time to get to the airport for my flight. It was quite daunting not to know whether I was going to be able to fly today or not, but I think all's going well now, and I'm glad to be flying home. What is it? Saturday morning. Normal traffic, very busy.
Don't know why.
Look, it goes all the way down there. Lucky we left early. Here's Salu, my driver. Say hello, Salu.
Hello.
Salu's been very good driving me all over Zanzibar. Thank you, Salu.
Thank you.
Asante, Salu.
Thank you. Welcome again, Zanzibar.
Yeah, I'll come again.
Okay.
Hi, how are you?
Don't know how I am.
But I guess you are good.
Is it the correct one? Is it my one?
Yeah, so this is your result. And you are negative COVID.
Thank you very much. Oh my gosh, okay. Thank you very much. I really appreciate it.
You're very welcome.
What a relief. What a relief it is.
Oh yeah.
So why weren't they giving the results?
They told us that those people who came on 24th, like
Yeah.
you and other tourists there,
Yeah,
the results are not yet to be made. Then they asked us to wait.
yeah.
And I said, no, why should I wait? Because Pamela wants to leave today, is going to leave today. So I had to go to the office and complain.
Okay. So you complain. Did they give everybody's results?
Then they say, wait, we don't know exactly if we have the result for those people who came here. Then after, I think approximately 5 minutes, then they called us. Okay, just wait for the result, but first we are going to give you the seat that you gave us. So we will give it back to you, then you will wait for the result.
Okay. Well, at least they gave it. I don't know how they decide that they have it or don't have it.
That's why I went to the office directly.
Thank you so much for complaining.
Karibu sana.
Asante.
You are welcome. Karibu sana.
Karibu sana. And there's a pier something.
She means you are welcome.
Asante pier. Thank you too.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Alright.
Sure, appreciate it so much. I'm finally at the airport. There was a bit of chaos this morning as I couldn't get my COVID-19 test back within 72 hours to fly. I'm glad that I finally got the test. The airport was very busy with a lot of tourists from Russia, and they were going back. But it it's now quietened down a bit with this flight to South Africa and just waiting to board. I'm not really sure what advice to give in terms of trying to get the test done within 72 hours, because I did it on the exact date for the 72 hours, and we were told at the testing station that the results were not back, and suddenly 5 minutes later the tests were ready, and at the airport they verified that your test result certificate is correct. It looks something like this, and then it gets stamped. So it's just a piece of paper that gets stamped. I hope you found this useful in terms of the process for getting your COVID-19 test done in Zanzibar. It's quite a seamless process once you get into it. It's important to note there are fake certificates being sold, and you need to be wary of this. They will check and verify this at the airport. Thanks for watching, and I hope you have a wonderful trip in Zanzibar.